Hey, what's up, friends and reptile lovers? It's Joel, and I am excited to share this video with you today. This one's going to be a little bit different, not totally, but man, it has been a crazy couple of weeks. And so I got a few surprises here, and we're going to combine some clutches into one. So this is going to be really cool. We're going to actually show you 3 clutch pullings today and go over what they are and kind of these circumstances. But let me give you a little background first, because actually I'm recording this intro well after I pulled these eggs, because I kind of messed up, or I got surprised, and maybe a combination of the two things. And so I'm here filming this intro much later. The eggs are already in the incubator and have been for a while. But here's the story. Here's what happened. If you've been following the channel at all, you might have seen a video that I posted a few weeks ago with our new Great Dane Cane Corso puppy that we brought home. Tomorrow will be 3 weeks she's been with us. She'll be 11 weeks old tomorrow. She's already almost 30 pounds. So she is a lot to handle. And if you've ever had a puppy, you know they are a lot of work. And so it has just been kind of crazy around here. And you combine that with all the normal responsibilities, plus my work has been really busy. It's just been a recipe for me to forget things, unfortunately. And so last Monday, I had an early meeting at work. I was dealing with the puppy in the morning and trying to run off, and I completely forgot to pair up my males for that week that I had scheduled to pair. I normally will put them in on Monday morning until Wednesday night, or until I observe a lock and they are done. Anyway, I didn't remember that I had forgotten to pair them up until about 10:30 that night, which for some of y'all, you're just getting started at 10:30. For me, I'm an old guy that has to be at work kind of early, and I have insomnia. And so 10:30, like, I'm ready to clock out. It's lights out for me typically. And so it's about that time I realize, I never pair the snakes up. So as my wife's getting ready for bed, I come running out here to pair those snakes up real quick. And of course, during the breeding season, especially when I know I've got gravid females, I always try to check on them in the morning and the evening, usually as soon as I get home from work, just to make sure and see if they've laid some eggs, because you know sometimes they throw you for a loop. I was completely not expecting to find anything. I thought maybe one of my little girls down here, first time mom, might be going, because I was pretty sure she was gravid, although she was past her due date, and was still not giving me anything, was moving around a lot, just kind of not the typical behavior that I observe in my gravid snakes. But the way she looked, I was pretty sure that she was gravid, but she was well past her due date based on her pre-lay shed. So I checked on her. She hadn't laid any eggs, paired up the males, and I was like, well, let me just kind of go through a couple more females just because. And there was one girl over here that was 6 days before her due date. I opened it up, and she is wrapped around a stack of eggs. And I have no idea when she laid them that day. I had checked on her the night before, and she hadn't laid eggs, but here she is. So I've gone potentially all day long, and she's been sitting on them. So I knew I need to get those out and get them in the incubator. So I just texted my wife real quick and said, or called her and said, rather than walking back into the house, said, hey, I've got eggs, I've got a pool. Just go ahead and go to bed without me. I'll be in when I can. Anyway, so I pulled her out. I didn't take the time to film an intro at the time because, and some of the normal stuff that I do, because it was so late and I was exhausted. So I was just trying to get the eggs taken care of and squared away in the incubator. So that's why there's this long story at the beginning, and then it's going to be a little bit different. The next morning I came out, same thing, just to check on everything before I shot off to work. And the little girl down here was wrapped around a clutch of eggs too. So I texted one of my coworkers real quick and said, hey, I'm going to be a few minutes late. Got to take care of something. And we got another clutch from a first-time mom that originally was for sale, and I decided to hold her back once she got to a certain point. I was like, I'm just going to keep her and breed her. So really exciting to get a first clutch of eggs from her, and we're going to show you that after that first clutch. But then if that wasn't enough, we got another clutch a couple days ago from another girl, and I'm going to show you those as well. So we're going to go rapid fire here. We'll try not to take up a lot of time, but so just so you know, we're going to get 3 females in rapid succession. There'll be some commentary along the way, but most of it will be without commentary. And I know I've been talking a lot, so you probably already skipped ahead to get to the good stuff, but I hope you enjoy. What'll be really exciting is that my first clutch is due to hatch tomorrow. Nobody's pipped yet, but that means our first egg hatching / cutting will be coming very soon. So be sure to stay tuned. Keep an eye on the channel for that, because I know you always love to see what's coming out of those eggs. That's my favorite part too. So this will be great. Anyway, without me rambling too much more, let's get into the video and take a look at these 3 clutches.
All right, well, so it's late at night and I just found this. She's not due for a few days, so she surprised me. We're gonna get her off and see what she's hiding. All right, somebody. She was looking like she wanted to hurt me. Now she's looking like she just wants to hide. Good breeder. One of the first girls that I got when I started breeding. I raised her from a baby, of course. Good job. Good mama. Good mama snake. This is Lightning. She's curling up on me. She looks great. Looks great. Alright, here you go. I'll come clean you up in a minute. So it's actually super late and I wasn't expecting these eggs yet. 2, 4, 6, 8 beautiful pearly whites. Looks like a perfect clutch. You guys know the drill. If you've watched our videos before, we're going to get a weight on them and then we'll candle them and make sure they're all good. Get them set up in the egg box and then we'll be good to go. Stay tuned. Alright. Oh, I gotta change the units because I was weighing my dog the other day. Whoa! Seriously? 900, sorry y'all can't see it, 906 grams for 8 eggs. That is pretty incredible. So that's what, 116 divided by 8. Somebody do that quick math for me. But man, that's over 110 gram average. That's pretty crazy. Those are some big eggs. We should have some big healthy babies in there. Woohoo! Let's check them out from the inside.
all right, well, it's late, and that turned into a little bit more of a longer process than I anticipated. 2 of the eggs were definitely rolled, so the embryo was kind of on the side and more down. So I had to free those, and they've been there for a little while. So it was a tricky, and I was very, very, very trying to be extremely careful separating those eggs. You may have watched a couple videos when we actually had one that we were separating, got a little pinhole in it and started leaking. And so we had to do some emergency procedures to try and save that egg and keep it sealed up so it can hatch. So far that one's doing great, but thankfully we were able to avoid any other leakage, and all those eggs look great. They're nice and big, so I can't wait to see what comes out. If you saw the card, this was our Inti Leopard Special Clown that we put to one of our pastel clown females. So hopefully some really, really cool combinations there. Obviously 100% clown offspring, so I can't wait to see them hatch and try to figure out what each one is. But anyway, it's late, and I kind of messed this one up a little bit. But hey, we got more eggs in the incubator. They look great. They look healthy. Mom looks good. So all around a win, despite my kind of faux pas with I should have come in here earlier. But anyway, I'm gonna get Mom cleaned up and get her back on a fresh bed so that she'll start eating again and getting her weight back up from the great work that she did.
Looky there. All right, so we have more eggs. This was unexpected this morning, and I'm running late for work, so I'm just gonna do this as quick as I can. Hey there, young mama, first time mom. Good girl. She's very late. She's like a week late, so she's making me wonder if I was crazy. She's one of our smaller ones, and again, first time mom, but 4 good looking eggs. Hey, I know. You're wondering what's going on. Let me just check you out real quick. You look clear. All right. Let's get a weight candle and get them in the box. Hello. All right, get zeroed. 454. So wow. So that's good. Almost 115 grams per eggs. Real big eggs, small clutch, but big eggs.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Joel, and this morning I went to check on the girls before I headed off to work, and I found this.
One down. Not sure how many to go.
It's always so cool to find them in the act of laying the eggs. What a special time. Kind of stinks the timing wise of it being right before I left for work, but I just got home, and the first thing I'm going to do is check on her and see what she's hiding. She had just one when we left this morning, so I'm really excited. This is a first-time mom, and I'll give you the pairing up front this time. This was my male pastel OD leopard clown het pied paired to an Inti clown female. Again, this is her first time breeding, and she's kind of on the smaller side, although not super small. She was a decent size, around 2,000 grams, just above it. So could be a small clutch, could be a good size clutch. We'll see. I actually had to prep a tub this morning before I ran out because I didn't have any more at the right temperature. So got that squared away before I left, and now look with me. Let's see what she's hiding and see what we've got. What you got for me, girl?
Oh, hiding it nice and tight. Looks like a good one. All right, let's get you off and see what we got. We're gonna turn around right here. Hey, sweetheart. Looks like you did good work. You've had a little bit of time to regain your energy. You gonna let me peel you off nice and gently? Yeah, you're good, Mama. Good sweetheart. Oh, wow, that looks great. Looks great. I feel you hissing at me. I hear you a little bit. That's fine. Just gonna check you out, make sure everybody's empty. And she looks great. Perfect. Hopefully we can get some OD and leopard in with this Inchie. All right, we'll put you in a temporary tub while we get you squared away and washed up back on food. All right, let's see. We got 2, 4, 6, 7 eggs here. And they have been here a little while, so they're actually, man, they're stuck pretty tight to the bottom. That's unusual. So we're going to try and see if we can leave them the way they're laid and not separate them if they're upright on the embryos. But man, pretty hard stuck. They look decent size, not huge, but they all look good and healthy. So let's get a weight on them and let's get them under the black light and see how they look. We'll get them set up. Definitely on the small side, but let's candle them and make sure they're all looking good on the inside. All right, so there we have it, a great looking clutch. All the eggs look really, really nice on the inside. These are the smallest eggs I've gotten this season, a little on the smaller side than what I like to, but it's not surprising. Well, then I like to have, not surprising given this is a first time mom, and she was fairly small, but gave us a good size clutch. So 7 eggs is a really good size clutch from a first time mom that size. So great looking clutch. Can't wait to see what hatches out. Of course, 100% of them will be clown and various codominant or incomplete dominant genes to go and mix in there. So hopefully we'll get a good variety and good mix there. But only time will tell. It'll be a fun one to watch hatch. Most of them were up or close to up, so I went ahead and just left them all attached. They were really stuck together, so I really want to try and risk that. Number 4 there, you can barely see where I wrote the number, so it's covered. And of course, number 7 on top was kind of to the side, which is why I wrote the numbers off to the side. But always looking forward to every lucky number 7, since we're 7th level reptiles, and we'll celebrate those together as we see what hatches out of our lucky number 7 eggs. By the way, I don't actually believe in luck. That's just an expression, right? But anyway,
Great clutch. Glad to have another one in the box. And man, whoo, what a fun time. Been looking forward to that all day at work, getting off and being able to come see what she had for me. And it did not disappoint. Thanks again for joining me. Please remember to share the love of reptiles with anybody you can. And I will see you guys on the next one.